nice and warm in their pockets as the cool breeze blows across the ground. See them ready themselves for the end of the over. Another little bit of an inside edge out into the leg side. It's running past square leg. The fielder's coming in, picking it up and throwing it in to keep them to 2 runs. So now Zahid's from the opening bowler. It's like Sukhjinder Singh is going to continue from the other end and continue his challenging bowling here after an excellent first over. Here he comes in. Nice straight line. Nepalese batter pushes it. Dependra pushes it into the offside. He's interested in a single, but his partners was not interested at all. And it looked a pretty tight single if they had gone for it. Second ball comes in. A little bit of turn, a little bit of bounce. Just pops up into the gully region. Interesting to see if we can get some more turn here, like the second delivery in that over, first over. Bowling a more of a straight line at the moment. Just pushing the batter back, keeping a fairly kind of angling it into the stumps and then straightening it. There's no big turn and flight at the moment, but he may offer one up. There we are, and he's slashed it in the air over cover, and they're running through for a couple. Fielder's picked it up, sending it in, and stops the third. Very nice throw in there from the fielder. You can see here there's a little bit more width here. Allows him to get some air onto the ball and chip it over the inner ring. And that's an edge. And that's the one that he wanted. A nice floated delivery outside the off stump. Not enough footwork from the batter and a thick edge through to the slip. You can see here, he doesn't get across to it and takes the edge. Lovely delivery. Very, very tricky line and length to deal with. And that's another wicket for Sukhjinder Singh. It's leaving Nepal in a difficult position at 36 for 5 after only 11.5 overs. The new batter Arjun Saud is going to be coming in here with a real challenge on his hands. Nepal need to rebuild their innings here. We're only 12 overs into 50 over match, and they're 36 for 5. Been some excellent bowling from Zahid Shahzad. He's taken 3 wickets. And from the other end, it's a little bit short and wide. There's a swing from the Nepalese batter, but no contact. You can see from the stats, Shashkaran's played quite a lot of games, experienced player. Bowling to 2 new batters, so Mohammad Arif, big 2 off 4, and Arjun Saud hasn't faced yet. And none of the Nepalese batters have been able to stick at the crease so far. Comes in and it's short. He's cut it straight to cover fielder for no run. He comes in, third ball of the over. Straight line, just tucked around. There's a gap in the offside, leg side, sorry, so they're having to run hard. Actually, the wicket keeper's made it all the way out to square leg to pick up the ball and ensure that Nepal aren't able to come back for a third run. He's actually moving one of the slip fielders now out into mid-wicket position. So previously there was only a wide mid-on and a deep fine leg on the leg side. Similar field to the previous bowler. But now they've moved one of the slips into a mid-wicket, somewhere between mid-wicket and square leg. Comes in, bowl, hits him on the pads, no appeal. Batter's warming himself up. Needs to get those feet moving, get those hands moving. Been a chilly start to the day. Lots of hoodies spotted around the ground. A few gloves, a couple of hats. The Canadians finding their winter clothing in anticipation of the long winter that will be coming. But we're now in a very nice sunny day. Batter's warming up, ready for the ball, and he's defended that nicely into the offside. There's been another good over from Jaskaran Bhattar. 1 ball to come. He comes in to finish off the over. Outside the off stump. Oh, extra bounce there. And the batter tries to cut it through the offside, but isn't able to make any contact. So another over passes by there. We're after 13 overs. Nepal are 38. The Singh is going to continue from the same end. Figures 2 for 4. And will be bowling against the new batter, Arjun Saud. Pressure is really on the Nepalese batters here. Canada are having a great day with the ball so far. Been extremely accurate. Comes into bowl. Oh, nice turn and bounce past the outside edge. Comes in. Floats that one up. Fully pitched, pushed into the offside. It's stopped by Canadian fielder Ollie Cox. Delivery just pushed into the point region there for no run. Again, some tight bowling here. Not a lot of spaces here for the batter to go. We've got still have the short fine leg, still have the deep square leg, and deep long off. Tosses it up, pushes it into the offside. It's going down to long off. Going to easy single. Are they going to come back for a second? No. The fielder reaches round and sends it in before they can make it back. So it's just a single there. And he's coming in to finish off his over. One ball left. That Arif Sheikh. Oh, and he's edged it down to short fine leg, who fields it and stops the run. So that's the end of the 14th over. Just getting his helmet. On to face the fast bowlers. We're going to continue here with Buttar. So we've got one slip. In the leg side, there's a deep square leg. Who's been moved further out, is in short square leg, regular square leg in the last over, but now deep square leg. So hold a straight line, it's pushed out into the leg side, mid-on comes round. They get a single. There's a big gap in the leg side between the fielders, kind of a wide mid-on, and then everything else. The two fielders are on the boundary at deep square leg and deep fine leg. The opportunities for singles into that leg side if the line of the bowler strays down there. Gascaran will be looking to keep it outside of the off stump. Pushes that one in, but the fielder's in close enough that he's able to stop the single. Some hint of swing earlier in the innings, but that seems to have diminished a little bit as the ball has lost a bit of its shine. Strang comes in. Batter goes for the big shot, but contact not very solid, just rolls into the leg side. Nepalese batters are struggling a little bit here at the moment to time their shots. It's been the nice shots out through the offside, but they're going to have to dig deep here. Comes in, big shot, back down the wicket. It's cleared mid-off, and it's rolling towards the boundary, but a good slide and throw from the fielder there. Stops the boundary. Swung through there. Seemed to lose his grip a little bit with the shot. It didn't get the best contact, but they do get round for a couple of runs there. There's 3 off the over so far. Paths coming in. Pumping those knees up. Back on the line. Good bouncer. Comes through chest height. Batter kind of backs away. Trying to steer it over the slips region. But ends up missing it. And so it goes through to the keeper. There's a nice bouncer there as it kind of angled in towards the batter's body. It made it difficult to get the space to play that shot. Comes in, final last ball of the over, just on the leg side a little bit. It's chipped into the leg side for a single. Bowler fields his own bowling, and that is the 15 over mark. Nepal are 43 for 5. Big hit, back down the wicket. Long off's going for it. And it looks like it's bounced safe. And gone for 4. Mohammad Arif Sheikh is looking to play some shots now. Walks down the wicket to the bowler and places it straight for a nice boundary. A bit of pressure on Sukhjinder Singh here. Batters coming down, punches it into the offside. Easily fielded, no run. Comes into bowl. Runs down the wicket, whacks it over the leg side, and that's a big shot for a 6. A lovely connection there. You see here from the replay that he does well using his feet. He comes out of the ground, out of the crease, a couple of steps, and places it over the mid-wicket boundary for 6. That's good to see this intention from Nepal. They've been struggling a little bit defensively here. So pushing a little bit of pressure back on the bowler. It's a good strategy here from the batters. Give something for Sukhjinder Singh to think about here. What length does he want to bowl? What line does he want to bowl? Will he keep coming down the wicket to him? 4th ball of the over. Kind of guides that down to short third man for no run. So he just dropped his length a little shorter there to stop him coming down the wicket. He's cut it through to point. Fielder gets a hand on it, but he's unable to stop the single. Stop the boundary, but not the single. That's a good piece of fielding. As we go into the last ball of the over. Arjun on strike, and he just smartly defends it back down the wicket. So we're back on the field after drinks break. I think everyone needed a warm drink today. So I drink my cup of chai. strong wind still. Cool wind. Scramble car comes into bowl. Pushed into the offside for no run. Comes into bowl and he's cracked it away in the offside for 4 runs. Really good contact there. You can see here on the replay. Kind of short and wide, and he's had free rein to slash that one over the fielders on the inner ring comfortably to the boundary for 4. A lovely shot there from Mohammed Sheikh. He's really finding his rhythm now. Had a very good previous over against Sukhjinder Singh, and now started off with a boundary here in this over as well. One straight, pushed back down the wicket, fielded by the bowler. Oh, he goes for the run out. Obviously not very happy about conceding a boundary on the last ball. Ends up firing it into the stumps. Direct hit, but the batter's not out of his crease. No run from that delivery. So coming in here, 4th ball of the over. Jaskar Ambutar against Mohammed Arif Sheikh. Outside the off stump, goes for another cut. But misses this one. No run from that ball. 2 balls to come in this 17th over. It's been good to see some counter-attack from the Nepalese batters here, particularly from Mohammed Arif Sheikh. He's managed to up the run rate from about 2.5 and over. Now we're at 3.5 and over. There's still a long way to go in this match. And he comes with ball just outside the off stump, guided down to 3rd man for a single. Puts the new batter on strike, Arjun Saud. He's got 1 ball to face in this over. And kind of rather cautious start from this batter, and that makes sense, given the position that Nepal are currently in. Coming in, last ball of the over, down the leg side, wide delivery. Have to bowl another one. It's a good Arjun maybe looking to try and give the strike to Mohammed Sheikh, given that he's now looking in pretty good form, hitting the balls well. It was tricky to get the timing right at the beginning of this innings, but Mohammed Arif Sheikh's starting to look like he's hitting the ball well. So, okay, last ball, it's just punch back to cover for no run. So he's at 60 for 5 after 17 overs. we've got a change of bowler. Sukinder Singh is going to take a break here as we're replaced with Tajinder Singh, who opened the bowling. He was getting quite a lot of outswing. He bowled 3 overs for 19 runs, no wickets. Bowled mostly at the start of the innings. We'll see now with the ball in a slightly different condition, whether there'll be much movement. Could have been change of the field, a bit less attacking here. We've got slip coming out. It's now going into point region. Most of the players are in the ring, apart from a long on and a deep square leg. And a third man comes into bowl. Short outside the off, just pushed into gully. And fielded for no run. So not too many fielders in attacking positions at the moment. Fairly conventional field. And the protection on the leg side. Comes in again, starts a little bit wide, moves a little bit in, but signal wide by the umpire. Just checking his run up, making sure everything's perfect. Next delivery. Seems like there is still a hint of swing in the air. He runs in, second ball of the over. See if he can exploit that. And that's much nicer. Starts outside of off, moved a little bit in. And that's where he's wanting to be bowling is. He's getting a lot of movement in towards the batter, so he needs to start at least a foot outside of the off stump. There's a wide called there. Struggling a little bit with his line here. It's the 7th wide of the innings for Tajinder, so he's got a little bit of work here to try and get some more consistency. Comes into bowl. Oh, that's lovely. That one takes a bit more bounce. Nepalese batter tries to push it into the offside, but there's too much pace, too much bounce to get any contact on it. Good fielding there. The gully position stops any chance of a single. So we've now 4 deliveries off this over. 4 dot balls, two wides. 2 runs off the over. Hopefully Tajinder can close out this over with a couple more dot balls here. Runs into bowl. Nice movement in. Pushed out into the offside, but fielded for no run. He goes to finish off the over. Last delivery comes in, and it's cut nicely through the offside. Third man's having to come round, picks it up, and throws it in. 2 runs for the Nepalese batters. You can see here, nice bounce, nice width. It ends the over. 22 overs have been bowled. Wicketkeeper has his helmet back on. Canada turn back towards spin. We're going to have a new bowler. Shield Patel. So a little bit of change in field here. We have a one slip, gully, point is heading out to the boundary, cover. We have a long off, a long on, deep square leg, and a short fine leg. We're coming into bowl. Left arm over, pitched up, pushed out to the boundary. There is a fielder out there who's going to pick it up and send it in to stop the second. There's just one run. Sending back down the wicket. And Shield Patel opened the bowling yesterday. Sorry, Saturday. Bowling 6 overs, 1 maiden, 1 for 15. So a very economical opening bowling spell in that game. Give the fourth ball of the over. Oh, excellent delivery. A little bit of a fuller length, but turned quite significantly past the batter. We go in again. And that's a full delivery pushback. So there's definitely some turn on offer for the bowlers today. The left arm spinners have been exploiting that. Two batters currently have a 49 run partnership. They're almost at 50 partnership. They face 65 balls. Pushes in. But it's well fielded by Shield Patel. And a great start to his spell. 1 run off the over. Tejinder Singh is going to continue. Field remains fairly similar from his previous over, with a lot of protection behind square and square and behind square. Comes into bolt. And it's cut beautifully through the offside, down to the boundary for 4. It's a lovely shot there from Mohamed Arif Sheikh. See on the replay there was good width and he rocked back and middled it for 4. It's the 50 partnership up for Nepal. 53 runs between these two. Into bowl. It's a straighter one. There's an appeal. Come down the wickets, hit the pads, but the umpire's not interested. Mohamed Arif Sheikh moves on to 37 off 34 balls. He's hit 3 4s and 2 6s. A strike rate of around 110. His partner Arjun Sood, 14 off 37. Batting a lot slower, but a very important partnership. So he's going to continue. Another wide one and another cut shot, but now there's a fielder out at deep point who's able to pick that up and return it for just a single. Arjun Sood on strike. It's just defended back to the bowler. Five off the over so far. That's down the leg side for a wide. Tajinder struggling a little bit with line still. Had to put a lot of space out on the offside for the batters, and now wide down the leg side. Comes in. 5th ball of the over. It's a short delivery, is pushed out into the leg side. There's a bit of space there. The keeper's got round to it quickly again. Really good fielding from the keeper to stop a second run. After he played that shot, it looked likely that they would get 2, but the keeper's restricted that to 1. Very quick out of the blocks there from the Canadian keeper. So another run, so that's 7 off the over so far. 1 ball left. He's just tickled around to fine leg. It's a sharp single, but they make it comfortably. Very good running from the Nepalese batters. They end up with 8 off that over, which moves the score on to 93 for 5. Off 24 overs. Run rate is around 3.9 and over. Projected score 194. We're 1 over away from being halfway through the innings. Shil Patel back onto bowl. It pushed out into the offside. They're looking for 2, but the fielder at deep point manages to pick that up and get it in a timely manner to stop the second. There's just 1 run there. Shil Patel comes in to Arjun Sood. And it kind of pushed out into the offside. They picked the gap. This time they're going to go for 2. And they're coming back to the bowler's end. Safe. And there's a well run 2. Just a little bit further away from the boundary fielder. So they were able to exploit that to get back for the second. A little bit more intent there from the runners on the first run as well. Really good to see. Oh, he's edged it. And he's walked. He's out. Caught behind. There's some very honest batting there from Arjun Sood. Appreciate that. We'll see on the replay here. It's a nice loopy spinner. And it's taken a fairly big edge off the bat there. Outside edge. Keeper's done well to pick that one up. And Nepal, you lose another wicket. They're still appealing, but Arjun Sood was already halfway off the pitch. He knew that he'd edged it, and take a wicket, first wicket today for Shil Patel. Nepal 96 for 6. Mohammad Arif Sheikh remains 40 not out off 37 balls. We've got a new batter, Kushal Malla. Comes in at a challenging time. Hopefully is able to stick around and build another partnership with Mohammad Arif Sheikh. This last partnership was 60 runs. So it took them from 36 for 5 up to 96 for 6. Three balls into the over. And Shil Patel against the new batter, Kushal Malla, who is a left-hander. Be interesting to see this matchup. Holds it well. Defended into the leg side. No run. That wicket came at a good time for Canada, as that partnership was motoring along quite nicely. Into bowl, down the leg side, wide ball. Yeah, I feel like it was an important time to break the partnership. Pushes it into the offside. Last ball of the over. Floats it up. It's pushed into mid-wicket, but there's no run. There's 4 runs off the over and 1 wicket. Nepal move on to 97 for 6 off 25 overs. Interesting day for cricket around the world. We have Test series happening in Pakistan, between Pakistan and England. After the first day, Pakistan on 328 for 4 in Multan. There's a one-day international between Ireland and South Africa occurring. The Women's World Cup is underway. England playing against South Africa in the Women's World Cup right now. 4 runs needed in 6 balls. There's also the CPL final last night. where the St. Lucia Kings beat Guyana Amazon Warriors with 2 overs to spare, chasing 139. Got a change of bowler here. A new bowler, Rana Salman Ghani. Coming into bowl to Mohamed Arif Sheikh. Starts off with a wide. Pretty similar field to the previous bowler, Batar. We've got those defensive fielders on the boundary at deep point, deep square leg, fine leg, third man. Mid off and mid on are up. Comes into bowl. Push back nicely. No run. So in front of square, all the fielders are inside the ring, but behind square, mostly on the boundary. Ball of the over comes in, it's wide. He's cracked it in the air, straight to the fielder at deep point, and he's out. Caught. It's a big wicket for Canada. Mohamed Arif Sheikh out for 40. You can see here, short and wide, but he didn't get hold of it fully and picked the fielder out. Only had to take a few steps to his left. Very solid catch there. And for the second ball of his over, Rana gets a wicket. Brings it to the crease, the new batter, Kushal Patel. And Nepal are in some trouble here at 98 for 7. There's only 25 overs of the match taken place so far. And after recovering from 36 for 5 up to 96 for 5, they've now lost both of their settled batters. Mohamed Arif Sheikh out for 40. And Arjun Saud is out for 17. They're going to have to rebuild here. Kushal Patel is taking leg stump guard. Field remains the same for the new batter, apart from deep square leg is being brought in to kind of a square leg, more of a mid-wicket position. Deep point remains out on the boundary, and we have one slip. He comes left by the new batter, comfortably through to the wicketkeeper. Comes in for the fourth ball of the over, just starts off. Bit of a low bounce and through to the keeper, who picks it up nicely. Kushal Patel he's had mixed fortunes this series. He was out for a duck in the last game off 2 balls, but previous game hit a handy 25 runs off 30 deliveries, including 2 4s and a 6. We're looking to channel more of that score. Ooh, manages to defend through there, a little bit of an inside edge onto his pads, runs out to the point. No run. in here to finish off the over. Outside the off stump, comfortably outside, left by the batter. And that finishes the over, which went for 1 run and 1 wicket. Seven off 26 overs. Going to continue with Sheel Patel, who's bowling his 3rd over. Currently conceded 5 runs and taken 1 wicket. Protection at long